Female ferrets can die if they stay in heat and don't mate. Prolonged estrus causes life-threatening anemia. Get vet help if your Jill stays in heat. A 2x4 is actually 1.5 by 3.5 inches. Sanded and planed down from its nominal size. Always measure before you cut. In the chariot scene of Ben-Hur, a tiny red car can be spotted in the distance. Movie sets sometimes accidentally include modern props. Look carefully and you can see it on repeat viewings. On average, about 12 newborns are given to the wrong parents each day. Human error and hospital mix-ups, rare but real. Checks and wristbands help prevent it. During World War II, Oscars were made of wood because metal was scarce. They were later replaced with metal ones after the war, a surprising piece of film history. There are 318,979,564,000 possible ways to play the first 4 moves per side in chess. That's an astronomical amount of early game variety. Even opening sequences can be wildly complex. There are almost no perfect rhymes for orange, purple, silver. And month is notoriously tricky. Poets get creative with near rhymes and phrasing. Linguistic fun, not absolute impossibility, just rare. The name Wendy was essentially coined for the book Peter Pan. Before J.M. Barrie, Wendy wasn't a recorded given name, a fictional name that became real. The first Allied bomb dropped on Berlin reportedly killed the zoo's only elephant. War changed even small, everyday corners of life. A sobering piece of history. Legend says if you drop liquor on a scorpion, it will sting itself to death. This is an old anecdote. Dramatic, but ethically questionable to test. Leave wildlife alone. Facts and myths both interesting. Bruce Lee's speed was legendary. Filmmakers slowed film to show his moves. Sometimes footage is slowed so audiences can follow. A filmmaking trick used for clarity and drama. The first CD pressed in the US was Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. The CD era began with some iconic releases, a milestone in music distribution. Drop a raisin in fresh champagne and it can bounce from bottom to top. Carbonation forms bubbles on the raisin and lifts it until bubbles pop. Simple physics creating a tiny dance. They say a duck's quack doesn't echo, a popular myth. Researchers have debunked this. Quacks do echo, it's just hard to hear. Want more weird facts? Follow for daily bites.